Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Retro Pop Planet and welcome to the Dallas Expo Center and my really funky looking hat. We are at the DC Big Flea. I vlogged from here about a year ago and that might have actually been the last time I was here due to just different scheduling conflicts. I was unable to make the last several shows that they've had here. They usually do it around every 3 months. Absolutely do not need to buy anything. I do not need anything. I definitely don't need a lot of junk that I usually buy here, but I'm probably gonna end up buying some stuff. I'm actually here looking for a couple particular items. I never find it. I always just end up buying a bunch of random things. So I don't know, let's get inside and see what we can discover. Okay guys, welcome back. We are done with the flea market and it's actually beginning to rain, so I might do my wrap-up video from inside my truck. Okay, it is starting to rain and the audio might actually be a little bit better from inside my truck. So all in all, it was a pretty solid show. There was a lot of people here. It is Sunday. It's a 2-day show. Normally I like to get out here on Saturday because a lot of the good stuff has been picked over on Sunday. But honestly, there were so many different types of vendors here today that I think there were a lot of different options. The one thing that's always lacking from these shows are vintage toys. There were quite a few dealers that were here selling vintage toys. Even some of the dealers that aren't necessarily known for vintage toys selling, we're actually selling different items. A lot of mask figurines, a lot of GoBots, a lot of really rare action figures that I haven't seen before. I actually had to look up some of these action figure lines only to discover that they were lines of toys that I actually collected as a kid. So just to show you how rare some of the items here are. Rare also means the prices were kind of high. A lot of the toys were in box, and they actually had in packaging carded figures that were, you know, upwards of $100, which are really outside of my price range. Also, I've been doing so much thrifting on my own that I actually sometimes enjoy the thrift find rather than just, you know, buying on eBay or at one of these shows where it's been specifically curated. Now, I did go to a brand new flea market yesterday that I haven't been to before. It's new to this channel. It's called the Fairfax Funky Flea. And I got lazy. I didn't want to vlog it at all. But let me insert some clips here that I took of me opening some of the items that I purchased at the Flea. As you can see, that was pretty cool stuff. Please go check out the seller. Be sure to like their Instagram page. And let's just do a wrap up of the DC Big Flea, and I'll show you right now what I purchased inside. And as expected, I got a bunch of stuff that I did not need. So the first thing I got were these Beavis and Butthead figures, and I had to look them up because I'd actually never seen them before. And they are vintage. They are 1994. They're really cool. They're really well detailed. I might actually have to do a little bit more research because I don't really know who made these. I do not remember these figures coming out at all. But, you know, I got them both for like $8. They, if you come on Sunday, sometimes there are some sales, and the guy cut me a little bit of a break. They were originally listed at $10 for the pair. Also picked up this pinball book. Now, I am a pinball junkie. I love pinball. This was 1988, so it covers a lot of the, you know, classic Williams and Stern, Bally pinball machines. A lot of the ones that I'm actually familiar with, you know, and then a lot of machines I've never heard of. But, you know, it's got machines like Gorgar and Kiss and Pinbot, and just a ton of just different classic arcade machines, just different classic pinball machines, and ones that, you know, I'm actually very familiar with. And it's actually The Lure of the Silver Ball is the name of the book, and it's Gary Flower and Bill Kurtz from 1988, and I got it for $5. Last but not least, there was a music dealer, and what's funny about a lot of these vendors is that they will have signs up saying, you know, all sales final, everything must go, please, you know, we'll be happy to work with you, retirement sale. And this vendor was no different. I bought a bunch of CDs. I've recently started collecting CDs again. I don't know if I've mentioned it before on this channel, but when iTunes and digital music first started coming around, I got rid of all my music and I started downloading everything to iTunes, and then I had a computer crash where I lost all of my music. So I'm just starting to build back with analog music, you know, records, tapes, CDs, just things that I like to listen to. And I got all of these CDs for like 10 bucks. I got Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. Of course I did. I also got 2 Foo Fighters albums, In Your Honor and Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace, 2 that I do not own. Stay tuned. I am doing something Foo Fighters related on this channel in the very near future. It's actually something I've been working on all summer long. So stick around for that. That'll be cool. And then the owner also gave me a discount. This was $10. I didn't realize it was $10. Beavis and Butthead Do America. I remember going to the theater and watching this when it first came out. And the track listing is actually pretty decent. You know, it's got Isaac Hayes, Red Hot Chili Peppers, doing a cover of Love Roller Coaster. We've all heard that song a million times. And just some pretty cool artists on here. It'll be cool and kind of fun to go back and revisit. And it actually goes well with my Beavis and Butthead figures, which I also just purchased. It's nice getting back out there and seeing some stuff. I don't know if I've mentioned before on this channel, but flea markets and flea like antique malls don't really exist in my area, probably because the leasing costs for buildings around here are just so exorbitant. I live right outside of Washington, D.C., and a lot of these places can't survive on thrifters and flea market hunters alone. So we don't get a lot of opportunities for this, and we actually have to go to a show. You know, this show is every 3 months, or I have to go to an event like the Funky Flea, which I will be revisiting again. Maybe I might even sell some of my own stuff at this particular flea market. I believe it's the first Saturday or the last Saturday of every month, something like that. But anyway, if you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more random stuff that involves everything retro and vintage, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.